so I don't do very many Facebook Lives, so you're gonna have to bear with me a little bit. And I guess I just said Facebook, Instagram. I also, so we just had a brand new baby. She had him backwards, so you could see his back hooves sticking out. So we brought him in from the pasture into the barn so that we could pull him. And we just got him out, and here's a brand new baby. And I'm gonna try to stay away a little bit because she's a new mom, but she's doing great. He was backwards, so his back hooves were sticking out, so we pulled the calf, and now she is licking him off, and it helps stimulate him. You can see he's starting to move a little bit. He's probably only been out for 2 minutes or so. But I'm gonna step back a little bit so she keeps licking. So it's called a breech when their feet are backwards, or when they're backwards and their back hooves are coming out first. And that can be dangerous because when they have them, well, first off, they have to get the butt out before everything, which is a little bit bigger. But also the water bag can get wrapped around their nose, so it's really important that we're there to help them. Dad just started the bobcat, so sorry if you can't hear me. But to help them pull off the water bag and make sure he can breathe right away. So for the new people who just joined, she just had this calf and we helped pull him because he was born backwards. And so he's probably been out for 3 minutes now, and she's licking him off. That not only helps clean him off, but mom and dad, sorry, I was reading these comments. I'm horrible at Facebook Lives, Instagram Lives. But it helps the mom and baby bond too. So it just creates that bond, but it also stimulates him. So here we go. I think he's starting to try to stand up. I'm gonna move over a little bit. So she's gonna keep licking him. And as soon as he stands up, he'll be a little wobbly. He'll be a little wobbly for a little while, and then it's important that they get some milk from her immediately too. The first milk that they get is called colostrum, and that has a lot of essential nutrients that really boost their immune system and start them off on a good start to life. She's like, what are you doing? But you can really see he's gotten a lot more motion going now. And she's being a great mom. Keep licking. So this is our calving barn setup. This year we didn't have as big of a calving barn, so if you followed us in years prior, you've probably seen a little bit bigger than this, but she was outside on pasture, so we brought her up this alleyway, and then we have a chute right here. So this is called a head catch, and we can just get her head right here, so then we can contain her and then put that gate to kind of block her from swinging. And this is the calf puller. We disinfect the chains that we wrap around their back legs before we put them on there, and then that connects to her butt, and the chain on top goes around her back, so then you can crank it and get the calf out a lot easier. So those who just joined, this was a breeched calf, which means he was backwards. His back legs were coming out first, and so she needed some assistance, so we brought her in from the pasture and pulled the calf, and he's doing great. She's just kind of licking him off first few minutes of life here, so it's kind of a cool experience. I don't do very many live videos, so if anybody has questions, I'm trying to watch it too. So just pop it down there in the comment box, and we can just record this a little bit. I'm gonna see if I can get any closer without her thinking I'm in her space too much. I also don't have very good internet service right now because we're in the back of the barn, so it keeps cutting out too. But both the mama and the calf are doing pretty good. She's got a full bag there, so when he's ready to get up and start nursing, they'll go at it. So he's kind of starting to get up. I'm gonna back up a little bit so mama doesn't think I'm in her space, but the first time's a little wobble. When we calve in the winter and it's really cold, this whole back part of the barn, we put pins up and put some straw out there so it's comfy for them, and then they can have their calves in the barn out of the wind and out of the cold. Today, I'm not sure of the exact temperature, but I'm pretty sure it's close to like 70 degrees as it was yesterday. So pretty nice day to have a calf. If he would have came out the right direction, it would have been a lot easier, but that's okay. I want to get it. I'm going to keep recording until he stands up or tries to stand up, just because that's kind of a cool process to watch as a newborn, just a few minutes alive and already standing and knows how to milk. It's pretty cool that it's just natural to them too, to get up and milk. She's really questioning me though. Oh, there we go. So I said this like 10 times, but just so the new people who just got on knows what's going on. This calf was in a breech position, so his back legs were coming out first, and so we got them into the barn and pulled the calf, and now both the calf, who I'm pretty sure is a bull calf, and the cow are both doing pretty good. She's being a good mom and licking him off. I'm kind of just hanging out until he stands up or tries to stand up, and then I'll end the live video. She picked a perfect day to have a calf, which is awesome. This is also their due date. I just thought of that. But they normally calve right when the weather starts getting bad, because the difference in temperature and the different pressures in the environment, sometimes that's what it takes for them to calve. So we love when they have it on such a nice day like this. Oh, starting to. And I'm just trying to keep my distance so that it can be natural and I'm not in the way and she's not thinking I'm threatening her. He should be standing soon, but I might give up. I feel like this is the longest live video I've ever done. It is kind of fun just to watch him though, just because it is such a natural process. He just tried to stand up again. But it's just instinct that always amazes me. If you hear some loud noises in the background, the farmers are just about to start planting, so everyone's fertilizing or getting their big equipment ready for that, and it keeps driving by on the road. we don't farm on our place. Somebody actually farms for us, so they rent our ground and do it that way. But our cows are out on corn stalks right now. That's where this lady was, just right next to our house here in the shed. Looks like he's starting to try to stand up. But we use cover crops on our fields, which this year we planted rye. And so it starts to sprout up this time of year, so it's perfect for the cows to graze it for a little bit. So they'll be on there for a few days, and then we'll bring them back to pasture. It's supposed to rain later this week, so we don't like the cows to be out there when it's raining because it compacts the soil, so they'll come back. But let's see, he's about to go. Maybe he just thinks that feels good. Come on, buddy. It's a pretty cool process. I'm trying to think of what else I haven't shown you guys on here. Maybe I'll just go over here. Right there is where we pulled the calf, so you can see some of the afterbirth. The cows normally eat that. It's not only a way for them to get their nutrients again, back from that, but it's also like a way to protect themselves from predators. So if predators come to eat the afterbirth, sometimes they'll take the cows too, which doesn't happen much anymore, but it's just a natural thing for them to eat it afterwards. Cool story though, we actually have bald eagles that nest around our house in the spring, and when the cows are out there calving, the bald eagles will swoop down and steal their afterbirth and carry it off to the tree. So that's crazy to see. I feel like I always try to video it, but it never works because they're too far away and you can't see it. Okay, we'll give it a few more minutes and see if he stands up or not, and if not, I might say sayonara. If anybody has any questions or anything, you can just drop it in the comment box. I'll do my best to answer it. He's trying though, he's doing good. It might be a little bit longer. Sometimes they take like an hour or two, so I'll just come get a video of it when he is standing and kind of wobbling around. So thanks everybody for joining. This is like my first live video in a very long time, so thanks for sticking with me too. See ya.